Kelly had no idea about the thought of me going nuts, going crazy, losing control, and ending up in jail. And Kelly found out for the first time today.
Wow. How did you react to that?
I didn't know what to say. He's always the tough guy. For him to be scared of something like that just floored me.
Yeah. Have you ever known him to be a violent guy?
No, never, never. Everybody loves him, you know? I mean.
And I think that's probably why it bothers him. See, I've never met a violent person who has violent obsessions. I guess because if they're a violent person, you don't obsess about it, you just do it.
Yeah.
Right.
You seem to be suffering emotionally in a way that I don't see in the other 5 people.
I think there's this side of her that like either shuts down and she's not looking at anybody. You can tell that she's really angry.
Something's
or something.
up, yeah. Krista, what is that?
I think I get really overwhelmed by whatever's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And once I get in that mode, I don't know how to come out.
Maybe when you go into that shutdown mode, it sounds like maybe we need to push a little bit and say, you have to express yourself. It seems like sometimes you have a difficult time reading social cues. Am I
Yes,
right about that?
That sometimes happens.
Ron, what's your sense, Ben, of this? As you've had the opportunity to watch Kevin grow up.
I wouldn't think he had a problem.
But Ron, does anything seem off to you about Kevin's tone of voice, rate of speech, facial expressions?
His rate of speech I don't like.
What don't you like about it?
Is because if you ask him a question, he doesn't get to the point immediately.
I'm going out on a limb. Have either of you ever heard of Asperger's disorder? Asperger's disorder is a much milder version of autism. People with Asperger's disorder have difficulty understanding social cues and have very fixed interests, getting hyper-focused on something. I can't help but wonder whether perhaps some of that might be going on with you, Kevin.
Interesting. Would you say that I do have OCD? Are we clear on that? Or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got OCD, no question. The thing about Asperger's, even if it's mild, is it does create a complication for treating OCD. If we come to discover that Kevin really does have Asperger's disorder, we're going to need to reassess his treatment here. It may be that he's going to have a hard time keeping up with the rapid pace of these exposures. He might need a more gradual approach than what we can provide. Nice to see you all again this morning.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about exposures. I want to introduce the family members to exposure therapy firsthand. I want them to see the process of habituation, that when the person faces a fear, their fear level goes up and then comes down by itself without compulsions. Jerry, you've got this idea that you're just one step away from being a killer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time we put that to the test. Would you hold that, please? All right. Now, what I'd like you to do is just rest it right here.
Oh my God.
Just out of curiosity, what's your level?
90.
Looks like you're going through something just watching this. Tell me.
This is just really freaking me out right now. This is just really freaking me out right now.
It is pretty freaky. It's exposure. Knowing Jerry the way I do, I know you're not a violent guy. There's just a signal in your brain that's telling you different, and we need to convince it.
I'm okay with this.
I'm glad you are.
But we could up the ante just a bit, huh? Why don't you tell me you're a psycho killer and you're gonna kill me?
I'm a psycho killer and I'm gonna kill you.
What's your level?
90?
Let's stay with that for a second. Let's see what happens. Now, let's talk about what the later exposures are going to be today. RNA, I'd like you guys to have some quality time together today. So I'd like you guys to go out for tea.
Okay.
And of course, the tea will be contaminated. You're in Dr. Moore's capable hands. She will be going with you. And Tracy and Kevin, I'll be with the two of you today.
Oh, gee, we get you.
One of the things that you guys have in common is a belief that somehow your thoughts can cause harm to somebody. And it's time we put those thoughts to the test.
All right,
Nice going.
Jerry.
All right. Let's go.
Thank you. Oh, really?
What you're looking at is upstairs.
Oh,
That's Sean. He's upstairs in your room, and he is hooked up to a heart rate monitor.
okay.
The green line up top is the heart rate.
This is real time.
This is happening right now. Tracy believes that her thoughts and her routine actions, like turning a light switch on, can kill her son. So, we need to put this belief to the test. Here's what I would like you to do.
Okay.
I want you to stop his heart with your thought.
No. Oh, man. No, I can't. It's my baby.
This is just a signal in your brain.
All right, here we go. Oh, I don't like doing this. What kind of mom am I? Oh my God.
You're a mom who's getting better. That's what kind of mom you are.
I can't even get the words out because I'm afraid it's going to alter the air.
That's your OCD.
God, I hate it.
If you hate it so much, then fight it.
I wish his heart would stop.
What's your level? All right. What's your level?
85.
How about die, Sean?
Die, Sean.
What's your level?
85.
85. Take a look. Try harder.
Die, Sean. Nothing's happening.
What are you learning?
I can't. I'm having no effect.
Seems to have no effect.
It's not having.
You took a big step here. We have to keep working on this because we want to make sure this lesson, this thing that you're learning, we want it to sink in. We
Yeah.
want that to become a part of your brain.
Thank
Nice
you.
going, Tracy.
Hi. When you were sitting up here, you didn't feel anything weird?
No.
No, you didn't feel like something evil was in the room? No?
No, Mom.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Treating OCD is hard work. The person has to be taking every opportunity to stop the compulsions. See, we could do exposure till we're blue in the face, but sometimes it's actually mundane, routine things that trigger OCD.
I hate this. I want to know who moved my laundry. Like, you're not supposed to move somebody's laundry without asking. Like, I didn't expect for my laundry to be in a laundry
Yeah, that makes it does make it tougher.
So stupid that it's this hard for me to
It's not stupid
do
at all.
it.
It's a big thing.
Nobody else freaks out about a laundry basket.
Have you learned anything from the other people in this house? They could probably say the same thing about their own things.
I don't want to touch the laundry basket, and I don't want to touch my clothes that are in the laundry basket. I want to dump them right back into the washer right now and use double the soap and do extra rinse and wash them really good. Like they're dirtier right now than when I wore them.
I want to point out that I love that you're talking to me and that you're not withdrawing, you're not taking a step back, that you're engaged here, and I think that's huge. That tells me you want things to be different.
I feel like in this moment, I understand your OCD more than I ever have before because I'm seeing you go through it. And I think that it's not something that you have to be embarrassed about. It's a real problem.
I know that I wouldn't be able to have a meltdown like this at home because people would look at me and think I was stupid.
You don't have to be embarrassed. I don't think that you're being ridiculous. I think that you have a problem and I want to help you to tackle it.
So what's your job right now?
They need to just put it away.
Great.
Let's own it.
Yes. Nice. Very, very nice job. Great.
Coming up.
I just feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Dr. Moore, I fell in the toilet.
Either get in the shower or don't.
I don't understand,
Kristen,
Dr. Cohen.
don't negotiate with me.
I'm calling my brother and going home.